So, as most of you probably know by now, there's a huge Pokemon Direct going on tomorrow, celebrating 20 years of Pokemon, and everyone's kind of expecting the next Pokemon games to be released. Well, this morning when I woke up, I found out that apparently people have dug around and discovered data, logos, trademarks, blah blah blah. I don't actually know if the logos were official or not, but they're basically for Pokemon Moon and Sun, and this has everybody pretty much convinced it's going to be Generation 7, everybody except for me. So, I don't really have this planned out or anything, but I've been ranting about this on Twitter forever, and now I'm like, I want to rant about this on YouTube and get your guys' opinions as well, but I am convinced that this next game, whatever it's going to be, whether it's just one game, if it's actually Sun and Moon, whatever it is, I am 100% convinced that they are sequels to X and Y for multiple reasons. 5th generation set a new precedent. I mean, 5th gen didn't have a remake, but they had sequels, being Black 2 and White 2, which was a fantastic idea because honestly, that's so much more exciting than the third version being Emerald, Crystal, Yellow, Platinum, blah blah blah. Actually having just a direct sequel, a brand new adventure, even if it's in the same region, was really exciting, and I can't see them going back on that. Keeping up with the sequel thing would just be brilliant. And even more evidence, in my opinion, is the fact that if you look at Kalos in 6th generation, it is very incomplete. The Pokedex only had, I think, 68, it's like somewhere in the 60s, low 70s new Pokemon, and everyone's like, what is this? Where's all the new Pokemon? My justification for that was we got Mega Evolutions, where if you add up all the new Mega Evolutions with the new original Pokemon we got, it was about 100, which is about how much we usually get per generation. So I was satisfied with that. I'm like, well, Mega Pokemon basically filled up that void. But what if they did that purposely because they were going to complete the Pokedex at a later date? And probably the most pointing thing, in my opinion, as for why this is not going to be Generation 7 and why it is going to be sequels, is that there's a guy in Kalos who talks about this region you've never seen before, and region he's been to that you've never seen before, which guarantees it wasn't the Hoenn remakes, it wasn't any other region. And in my opinion, that makes it so obvious that there's more to Generation 6. Generation 6 is not complete yet. If they went on to Generation 7 right now with everything that's still left about Generation 6, like the Zygarde forms, what's up with that? I don't know. What other things? Like and people are going to point to the new Magenta, I don't know what its name is, the Steel type Pokemon, and be like, Gen 7! This is not the first time. It might be a Gen 7 Pokemon. There's a very realistic chance it is going to be a Generation 7 Pokemon. But here's the thing. Ho-Oh, Togepi, Marill, Lucario, Zoroark, who else? There's Blaziken. It is not this new thing where Pokemon are announced like a year before their generation actually comes out. Like, I think when the Deoxys movie came out, Pokemon Destiny Deoxys, I think that was right when Emerald was about to come out, and Munchlax was in that. And Munchlax didn't debut in the games until Diamond and Pearl, so this is not some new concept. I do believe the whatever, I don't freaking know its name, Magna Pokemon will probably be a Generation 7 Pokemon. I could see that happening, but I still fully expect this announcement tomorrow to be sequels to X and Y. And I do expect there to be a new region, but I also expect you to be playing through Kalos. So this is my official prediction. It's going to be a game where you play through Kalos again, but it's going to have a second region, sort of. It's going to have a new territory for you to explore. And I think it's going to be a combination of like how Unova had this new portion added to it, and the Sevi Islands from Fire Red and Leaf Green. I think it's going to be this new, rather small region you get to travel to, that'll have maybe 1 to 2 gyms are moved there into this. Someone actually put it on Twitter, it could have been South Kalos, because if I remember correctly, the Pokedex in X and Y is split into 3 parts, being Central, Mountain, and I actually don't remember what the third portion of the Pokedex is. I want to look this up now really quick, just so, I know it's Central, Mountain, and What is this? It's like central, coastal, and mountain. Okay, well maybe southern wouldn't really make sense because none of the other ones are like directional at all. But they said it could be like this, a south portion of Kalos to like complete the France map and have it be, because I guess France has a south portion. I didn't know that. I don't really know geology, not geology, geography. Woo! I just woke up. Though that's something I would have said if I was wide awake. So, I do fully believe we are going to be starting in Kalos. I 100% believe we're going to get Mega Evolutions for the Kalos starters. Because the reasons they said, I think this is officially confirmed, and the reasons we didn't get any 6th Gen Mega Evolutions when the games first came out is because those Pokemon were just being introduced as it was. They didn't want to overwhelm us with even more Mega Evolutions of them. They wanted us to get used to those Pokemon before they got Mega Evolutions. Well, we've had them for 3 years now. It's time for Mega Evolutions. I definitely think we're going to get Kalos Mega Evolutions. The Kalos, at least the Kalos starters. Probably maybe Gudra could get a Mega Evolution because they seem to like the Dragon types. RIP Dragonite. Sorry. Is that the only one? No, Hydreigon doesn't have one either. I guess they could probably maybe get one to Hydreigon as well. Yeah, 5th Gen WoW doesn't have a lot of Mega Evolutions either, does it? And there's like Mega Audino, and I can't think of any others. That's really sad. Poor 5th Gen. It was always overlooked. But I absolutely expect this to be sequels to X and Y. And if it is 7th Gen, and I've gone on record on Twitter saying this, I'm going to print out a picture of a Caterpie, and I will eat it while saying Weedle is the best. I will do that if this is 7th generation. That's how confident I am in these predictions. Even if I'm completely wrong about the new region stuff, which I don't think I am, and I do think we're going to get the rest of the Kalos Pokedex. We'll probably get another 30, 40 new Pokemon, I think. Just to kind of, and we'll probably get another maybe 30 to 40 Pokemon and maybe another 15 to 20 Mega Evolutions, one of which better be Mega Butterfree. Seriously, give this to me. I need this so bad. Oh my gosh, I want Mega Butterfree so badly. I've been ranting about this for like 3 years now, how I want Mega Butterfree, and we still don't have it, and it's just not fair. But yeah, what do you guys think this announcement is going to be tomorrow? Do you believe... Oh, another really quick thing about the Moon and Sun is apparently these trademarks were just found today, and the website registrations were just found today, and that seems a little fishy to me. I don't think Nintendo would have like leaked that stuff to throw people off. I definitely don't think they would have leaked it on purpose, because why would you want that announcement to get out the day before? Like, Nintendo was very upset about all the Smash leaks, and I realize this isn't Nintendo, this is the Pokemon company, but it's, you know, one and the same for the most part. I wouldn't be surprised if these are for 7th Gen, because why would you wait until the day before to register this stuff? It wouldn't make sense. I could see them registering the stuff now, and we could very realistically be getting the Gen 7 announcement in January of next year, because Black 2 and White 2 I think came out in October of 2012. And then X and Y were announced, I think, January 5th of 2013. I don't know why that date stands out to me so much. And I actually have a bad track record with knowing, predicting this stuff, because right before Gen 6 was announced, I was in my Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke. I'm like, it's not Gen 6. It's not. Black 2, White 2 just came out. It's way too soon. There's no way. And it was Gen 6. So there's a chance I'm wrong, but I feel pretty confident about this one, because there's way too much story and potential left for Kalos for them to just abandon it. I think we're gonna get more on the 3,000-year-old war or whatever it was called. I don't know if we're gonna get any more on AZ, because how the hell did he live this long? Are we just gonna ignore that? Like, the ghost girl who just, like, I don't know the entire story, but there's like this ghost girl in one of the buildings in Castelia City. Not Castelia City, is that right? What was it? I can't remember what it's called now. Lumiose City. They're all the same to me. I'm really, from like anything past Gen 3, I just can't remember town names because they're just too obnoxious. But oh well. Like, if I'm playing the game, I can usually remember them. But just no, Lumiose. Yeah, that sounds right. But that is my official prediction for tomorrow's announcement. I will probably be doing a live reaction video to it, just cause why not? Because I'll probably need to eat my Caterpie, or else on paper. Or I'll be able to brag about how I was right. So, I will see you guys tomorrow for my live reaction video, but until then, I'm Hardy Tech Yo-Yo.